I'm Donald Fernandes, Street Providence, Goa, and today is 12th of February 2025. Along with me is a gentleman. Now, Sangre Baba,
Milagros Gonçalves.
Milagres Gonçalves. For those who hear this name or ring a tone, Milagres Gonçalves, exactly 13 months back, was in the headlines under the title "Dead Man Walking." Due to some issue of misidentification or whatever else we can say, it was assumed he was dead. They buried him, and they buried a body, and it resembled him. आणि मागीर 2 महिने उपरांत ताजो फॅमिली म्हणजे वो खंय तरी दिश्टी पडलो आगशी दिश्टी पडलो म्हणून फॅमिली परते म्हणून आले हो आमचो मनीस आनी ताका मातसो आहा सायकॅट्रीक इश्यू क्रॉनीक सायकॅट्रीक इश्यू म्हणून मातसो आउट ऑफ हँड आसलो तो नॉट कंट्रोलेबल. सो त्या टायमार जेन्ना तो मिसींग गेलो ऑक्टोबर 23 आनी जेन्ना तो डिसेंबर 23 तो रिसर्फीस जालो ही रिअपियर्ड. he got admitted into IPHB. He was about 35-40 kilos. He had a big wound on his head for some particular issue which he suffered in Bombay. And his wife called me. It was 2nd of January 2024. बाबा म्हणालो आमचो एक घोव हा म्हणालो आपलो तो घोव हा म्हणालो आनी सद्याक म्हणालो आपल्या कडेन कंट्रोल जायना कित्याक ही सफरींग फ्रॉम दिस मातसो आमकां हेल्प करूंक शकताय कित्याक वी वॉन्ट आवर हजबंड बॅक माय चिल्ड्रन वॉन्ट आवर फादर बॅक. Those words were very important when she called me. It was January 2nd, 2024. We had given a statement, we had given a bite, and we had explained to people who had commented on the post which said family abandoned the father, which was wrong. I had clarified on that post that nobody abandoned nobody. It was something beyond the wife's control. And in the last 1 year, this gentleman, Milagres Gonçalves, with treatment, with care, with compassion, with the support of his wife and 2 sons, is today ready to go back to society. He is still on medication. He still will be on medication because it has been a 40 or a 35-year-old problem which has accumulated. But today, in our shelter home, he cooks food, he helps in the kitchen, he does odd jobs. You can मतलब म्हणजे तेजेर तूं एक कितें दिवंक शकता रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आनी तो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी घेवंक शकता. सो सद्या केलें his family came to see him and he is going now to stay with his family as soon as the visa comes in London, and that is a great achievement for Street Providence, for him and for his family. In the last 7 years or 8 years of running shelter homes, we have not seen a family like his wife who has consistently followed up with us, consistently asked us what is the status. Whenever we have taken for appointment, we have WhatsApp the prescription to her. She has asked many questions. We have given the answer. Family members have come and visited him, or whoever is connected to the family has come every 15 days, 1 month. They have brought some things, sat with him, spoken to him, asked us questions. They have cleared all their bills. Wife's concern was give him care. We want our husband back because he is important to our family, and that can be or will be the most important point in this gentleman who has completely recovered to stand on his feet and go back to society on the condition he takes his medicine every day. So we feel proud that we have stood with this family. The family has stood with their father and with their husband. His relatives have stood with him. A lot of people, after I gave the interview last year on 3rd January, asked me if you want to meet this man, but he was not in a state to be presented. Today we present this man to you fully recovered, but on medication. He understands that he has made mistakes, but it was mistakes which he could not avoid due to his mental issues which he has been going through for a long time. So whoever commented or whoever passed comments, my request is henceforth when such when such incidents come on social media, please avoid commenting. Today it is this person, tomorrow it can be any of us having an attack of anxiety, having an attack of schizophrenia, having an attack of bipolar, having attack of dementia. Then what do you do? We should always understand what is the press also highlights and keeps it open. We understand, but before commenting any negative comment, especially on mental disability, think twice. There is hope for such people. We are there. If we were there, say 20 years back, this situation would not have arisen. If the government had understood this demand for care homes, midway homes, halfway home 20 years back, this situation would not arise. So, to people who pass, unwanted comments on social media on mental health, I'm only talking mental health. Please refrain. You find people something jumping into the Mandavi River. You will find something people throwing their child into Mandavi River. You will find somebody murdering. It happens at a spur of a moment when they hear some voices in their ears, and that comes in a friction of a second. So avoid commenting without knowing the reality. Avoid commenting without understanding that this can happen to you, to your family, to your relatives, and how will you like it. So the story produced in the media was whatever is. Then we clarified it was one thing. Today we are showing you the gentleman. He's fit and fine. We feel proud. He's only 63 years old. He should go back to his family. His family should, be happy that they have got their father, and which they are. That's why they are taking him for a holiday, or I'm not sure what is the next plan of action. But he is always welcome to stay with us, uh, because he requires medication. He has to go for his assessment, for his monthly checkup, for his blood test. That is how mental health care works. On doing the blood test periodically, so that you can check the white blood corpuscles to see whether the medication what they are giving you is going into the system. So avoid commenting without knowing the reality. Avoid commenting without understanding that this can happen to you, to your family, to your relatives, and how will you like it. So the story produced in the media was whatever is. Then we clarified it was one thing. Today we are showing you the gentleman. He's fit and fine. We feel proud. He's only 63 years old. He should go back to his family. His family should, be happy that they have got their father, and which they are. That's why they are taking him for a holiday, or I'm not sure what is the next plan of action. But he is always welcome to stay with us, uh, because he requires medication. He has to go for his assessment, for his monthly checkup, for his blood test. That is how mental health care works. On doing the blood test periodically, so that you can check the white blood corpuscles to see whether the medication what they are giving you is going into the system. If you just give them medication, it will not work. They will get suppressed, and one day they will turn to dementia. So we thank his wife for giving us an opportunity to care for her husband, to entrusting us in that particular state when she had no other choice whom to approach. Press was calling her, media was calling her, police was troubling her, people, relatives were asking her so many questions. And we feel proud that आम्ही तिंगा राईट टायमार असले, आमची घरां तिंगा असली. ती काय कोणा घडये आमचो कोणाचो नंबर दिलो, आमचो बाबा हेका मातसो फोन कर. आम्ही फोन घेतलो, and the first thing she said was, we want our husband back when he gets cured and he's back to normal. So we thank his wife, and we thank all our staff. For 6 months it was really difficult. He was just 35 kilos, व्हडलो घाव आसलो हांगा माथ्यार. खूब त्रास केला आमकां घरान, कित्याक he was not in a state of frame of mind to live in a home. He was used to roaming around. But as the medication seeped in, IPHP also has done a good job on him. IPHP also has put in their effort, which they are putting for all patients. But the care homes, or the midway homes, or the halfway homes, that is important, and that is the need of the hour for people who are chronic with mental disability. They need to recover, and they need the medicine to seep into the body.
So I can say Street Providence was a ray of hope to him to become what he is now.
Yes, we will say that we are happy that we could help the family. But the main thing is the family is uh, wanting the person back. Usually people don't want the person back. Na teka door, magir poya. No, they are asking, sir, when can we take? Is he ready to go? Can we take him?
Will it be in the long run? Like he will be staying with the family after this now?
See, if he does his assessments on whatever time, 15 days or 1 month, I'm not sure what his assessment pattern is. If he does his assessment regularly with a psychiatrist, and because see what happens, IPHP does not give you the papers, it remains inside. If he goes to another psychiatrist, he will ask for the file. They don't give you the files out. All the track records may remain inside. We will have copies only of the prescription. So I cannot comment on his family's part whether they will keep him, but he needs to take his medication. He needs to stay off alcohol, tobacco, cigarette. He needs to sleep in time. He needs to live peacefully. He needs to keep himself occupied in some service, and he needs to live the rest of his life either with us or with his family. Whatever is suitable to him and to his family is suitable to us.
Like this, there are many cases we can see. So, what do you think government?
Nobody will give you a straight answer. It's complicated. It's difficult. It's too uh, huge to solve. Government, we cannot blame the government also for everything. Although it is their responsibility, because it is a social problem. But end of the day, we also are getting disappointed, stressed out. You know, we also don't feel like there is going to be that value for the work you're doing, because the cases are so huge. Everybody wants to come into the home, but the resources are not there. See, in this case his family paid the bills, so that is okay. There is no issue with the family, but most people who can afford also say take free. Now there are costs to take them to hospital, bring them back, keep the caregiver, clean them. For some time he had to be cleaned, bathed, monitored. Everything comes at a cost. Now who is going to bill it? Is the government going to do it? Is the NGO going to do it? Our family is going to do it? So I cannot give you any clear reply to the question what you asked. But yes, government should understand that if they encourage more shelter homes, more midway homes, their load in the hospital will come down. Their operation cost in managing these people in the IPHP will come down.